Hey Aries, I just pulled cards for this reading about who sees your potential before you even recognize it yourself, and what I found is genuinely fascinating. Like, I sat with these cards for a while, because the energy coming through is really specific and kind of beautiful in an unexpected way. So I shuffled thinking about this question for you. And the first card that came out is the Tower. Now I know that might sound intense at first, but hear me out, because this is telling me something really interesting about how someone perceives you right now. The Tower is about breakthrough moments and sudden realizations, and in this context it is showing me that there is someone in your orbit who recently had like this lightning bolt moment about you. They saw something shift in you, or they suddenly understood something about your capabilities that they had been completely blind to before. What is wild about this is that you probably do not even realize this shift happened in yourself yet. Like, you are just going about your life doing your thing, and this person had this whole awakening about what you are capable of. The Tower energy here is not about destruction, it is about revelation, and this person sees you as someone who is about to break through limitations you did not even know you had. They might have known you for a while, or they might be relatively new in your life, but something clicked for them recently where they went, oh wait, this person is actually capable of so much more than I thought. And the interesting thing is, they are not telling you this directly. They are observing, and they are starting to see you in a completely different light. The second card I pulled is Seven of Wands, and this is where it gets really specific. This person who sees your potential, they are actually someone who understands what it means to fight for a position or to defend something valuable. The Seven of Wands is showing me that they recognize in you a certain kind of strength that comes from standing your ground. What they see is that you have this ability to hold your own in situations where other people would back down, and you might not fully appreciate this about yourself yet. Like, maybe you just think you are being stubborn, or you are just doing what needs to be done, but they see it as this incredible capacity to maintain your position even when things get challenging. They see you as someone who has not fully stepped into their power yet in terms of defending your ideas or your territory, and they are kind of waiting for you to realize that you have this warrior energy that you have not completely unleashed. The fascinating part about this card is that it suggests this person might actually be in a similar position themselves, or they have been there before, so they recognize the signs. They see you standing on that hill with your wand raised, and they know you are stronger than you think you are. Third card is Wheel of Fortune, and okay, this is making me smile, because this person who has awakened to your potential, they see you as someone who is about to enter a really significant cycle of change and growth. The wheel is all about timing and cycles and destiny in a way, and this person has somehow tuned into the fact that you are at a turning point. Like, they can sense that the wheel is about to turn in your favor, and you are going to move into a new phase of your life where opportunities start aligning in ways they have not before. What they see in you is someone who is positioned for a major shift, and they are aware of it before you have fully grasped it yourself. Maybe you feel like you are still in the same place you have been, but they can see the momentum building. They notice the subtle changes and the way circumstances are starting to arrange themselves around you. The Wheel of Fortune here is telling me that this person has really good instincts about timing, and they have picked up on the fact that you are entering a lucky or fated period where your potential is going to become much more obvious to everyone, including yourself. They might even be positioning themselves to be part of that upward turn in some way. The fourth card is the Star, and this one honestly gave me chills a little, because the Star is about hope and inspiration and healing. And this person sees you as someone who has a gift for bringing light into situations. What they have awakened to is your ability to inspire others even when you are just being yourself. The Star suggests that they see you as someone who has a unique vision or way of looking at things that is refreshing and hopeful, and you probably do not think of yourself this way at all. You might just think you are being optimistic or idealistic, but they see it as this genuine ability to help people see possibilities they could not see before. They recognize that you have this quality of authenticity and hope that is actually pretty rare, and they see potential in you to do something meaningful with that gift. The Star also suggests they see you as someone who is still healing or still finding yourself in some ways, and they are patient with that process because they can see where you are headed. They do not need you to be fully realized right now, because they can already see the light you are going to bring once you step fully into your power. Now the fifth card I pulled is Nine of Swords, and this is interesting because it is showing me something about how this person understands your internal landscape. The Nine of Swords is about anxiety and overthinking and worrying about things in the middle of the night, and this person has recognized that you deal with this, even though you probably do not show it much on the outside. What they have awakened to is that beneath whatever confident or capable exterior you present, there is someone who struggles with doubt and worry and second-guessing yourself. And here's what is beautiful about this: they see that as part of your depth, not as a weakness. They recognize that your anxiety comes from caring deeply and from being thoughtful about outcomes, and they see potential in you precisely because you are someone who thinks things through even when it keeps you up at night. They understand that the same mind that worries is also the mind that will come up with brilliant solutions and creative approaches. So while you might see your tendency to overthink as something that holds you back, they see it as evidence of how seriously you take things and how much depth you have. They have awakened to the fact that your vulnerability and your strength are connected, and that makes you someone worth paying attention to. The sixth card is Ten of Wands, and this is telling me something about how they perceive your work ethic and your sense of responsibility. The Ten of Wands shows someone carrying a heavy load and pushing forward even when it is difficult, and this person has noticed that about you. They see that you take on a lot, maybe more than you should, and you keep going even when you are exhausted. What they have awakened to is that this quality in you, this ability to shoulder responsibility and push through challenges, is actually a huge strength that you have not fully leveraged yet. Like right now you might just feel burdened and tired, but they see someone who has the capacity to handle major responsibilities and important projects. They recognize that you are someone who can be trusted with weight and who will follow through even when things get tough. What is interesting is that they also probably see that you need to learn to delegate or to put some of those wands down, and they might be someone who wants to help you with that, or who sees themselves as a potential partner in lightening your load. They have awakened to both your capacity to handle pressure and your need for support, and they are thinking about how they might fit into that picture. Seventh card is Knight of Cups, and this is really sweet, honestly. The Knight of Cups is the romantic, the dreamer, the one who follows their heart, and this person sees that quality in you even if you do not always show it. What they have awakened to is that underneath whatever practical or grounded exterior you might present, there is someone who is deeply romantic and idealistic and who wants to believe in beautiful possibilities. The Knight of Cups here suggests that they see you as someone who has not fully expressed your creative or emotional side yet, and they are drawn to that potential. They might even see themselves as someone who could help you feel safe enough to show that side of yourself more openly. This card is showing me that they perceive you as someone who has big feelings and beautiful dreams that you keep somewhat guarded, and they are aware of this private emotional landscape you are carrying around. They see the poet or the artist or the romantic in you that you might not have fully acknowledged in yourself, and they find that potential really compelling. There is something about the way they see you that is almost protective, like they want to encourage that tender part of you to come forward. The eighth card is the High Priestess, and okay, this is making so much sense with everything else. The High Priestess is about intuition and hidden knowledge and inner wisdom, and this person has recognized that you have access to a level of insight that you do not always trust or speak about. What they have awakened to is that you are actually much more intuitive and perceptive than you let on. You pick up on things that other people miss, and you have these gut feelings that tend to be right. But you might dismiss them or not act on them because you think you need more concrete evidence. This person sees that you have this direct line to wisdom and understanding that is actually one of your greatest assets, and you are underutilizing it. The High Priestess suggests they see you as someone who knows things without knowing how you know them, and they find that fascinating. They might even come to you for advice or perspective because they have picked up on the fact that you see beneath the surface of situations. What they have awakened to is that you are someone who operates on multiple levels, and that there is a depth to you that most people do not immediately perceive. They are paying attention to the things you do not say as much as the things you do say. Ninth card is Knight of Swords, and this adds another dimension to how they see you. The Knight of Swords is quick thinking, direct, and brave in the realm of ideas and communication, and this person has recognized that you have a sharp mind and the ability to cut through nonsense. What they see is that you have this capacity for clarity and decisive thinking that you might not always exercise because you are being careful or diplomatic, but they know it is there. They have awakened to the fact that when you do speak your mind, or when you do put your ideas forward, you are actually quite brilliant and direct, and you do not waste time with unnecessary complications. The Knight of Swords here suggests that they see you as someone who could be a powerful communicator or advocate, and who has strong opinions and clear thoughts that deserve to be heard more widely. They might even be slightly in awe of how quickly you can analyze a situation or come up with a solution when you are operating at full capacity. What they have awakened to is that you have this intellectual courage that you do not always demonstrate, and they want to see more of it. They recognize that you are someone who could really make an impact if you fully owned your mental sharpness and your ability to speak truth. The 10th and final card I pulled is Nine of Cups, and I love that this is where we end up because the Nine of Cups is literally called the Wish card. This is about emotional fulfillment and getting what you really want, and this person who has awakened to your potential, they see you as someone who is about to enter a phase of genuine satisfaction and happiness. What they have recognized is that you have been doing the inner work and making the right moves even if you do not see the results yet, and they can sense that you are heading toward a time when things are going to feel really good for you. The Nine of Cups here suggests that they see you as someone who deserves good things and who is actually capable of creating the life you want. They have awakened to the fact that you are not just dreaming about possibilities, you are actually someone who can manifest what you desire through a combination of emotional authenticity and practical action. This person might even see themselves as part of your wish fulfillment in some way, or they simply want to witness you getting what you deserve because they genuinely believe you are headed for happiness and success. What they see in you is someone who is going to look back at this time and realize it was the turning point before everything started coming together. So to bring this all together, Aries, the person who has awakened to your potential while you are still discovering it sees you as someone who is standing at a major turning point with strengths you have not fully claimed yet. They see your ability to stand your ground, your capacity to handle responsibility, your sharp mind, your deep intuition, your romantic heart, and your potential for genuine fulfillment. They recognize that you are carrying some burdens and some doubts, but they also see that these are part of what makes you deep and real and capable of growth. What is really interesting is that this person seems to be paying attention in a way that goes beyond surface-level observation. They are noticing the subtle things, the potential that exists beneath what you are currently showing the world. Whether this is someone who wants to be a mentor or a partner or a collaborator, they are definitely seeing you through a lens of possibility rather than limitation. And the invitation here for you is to start seeing yourself the way they see you, to recognize that the potential they have awakened to is actually real and waiting for you to step into it.